Welcome dear students. Good morning to all of you. Today we're going to start with again new topic. Actually it is topic from second unit, that is milk chemistry and its constituent, and in that we're going to see the point that is nutritive value of milk and milk products. As we know that milk is a complete food, it has all sorts of essential nutrients in balanced form, and milk is consumed by all, including newborn baby up to adults, okay, and some old age people also. Nutritive value of milk and milk product. So we know that milk has all balanced nutrients, and how this milk provide nutrition to our body we'll see in this particular lecture. So newborn infants is unable to ingest and assimilate nutrients from any food source other than milk. Okay, so you know that newborn infants, they are feeding with breast milk by mother, and they are unable to digest solid food material until their digestive system get adapted. So consequently milk has to provide all the growth in an easily acceptable form. So the nutrient present in milk and milk products are present in form of carbohydrate, protein, enzymes, minerals, vitamins, etc. So we know that milk has principally all types of nutrients are present in milk, and it includes carbohydrates, proteins, enzymes, minerals, vitamins, as well as fats, which provide these nutrients in easy and palatable manner. So they not only provide nutritious diet, but also gives energy and meet the day-to-day nutritional needs. Okay, so role of constituent of milk and milk products. So milk is essential for growth of human beings. Okay, so it is essential for growth. Then milk supplies energy. Okay, as it has all sorts of nutrients, so by breaking down that nutrient, energy can be get generated. Then maintenance of body. So milk is essential for maintenance of body. Then milk is also helpful in recovery of some diseases. Then it is also helpful in reproduction, and it provides taste as well as appetite and palatability. So these are a role of constituent of milk as well as milk products. So milk and milk products in the form of food not only meet the nutritional requirement, but also supplement of above requirement. Okay, so apart from birth of infant, these requirements are fulfilled by milk and milk products from growth phase to adult stage. So milk has all essential nutrient, and all these are roles played by milk as well as milk product, and apart from birth of infant, so these requirements are fulfilled by milk and milk product from growth phase to adult stage. Then composition and nutritive value of milk as well as milk product in given this table. So if you look this table, so you can see that there is a table comparing different types of milks and its nutritive values or nutritive components. So this is this chart is showing nutritive components in milk and milk products per 100 gram. So in that, if you see whole milk of cow, it contains almost 68% of calories, then 87% of water, then 3.5 gram of water, then 3.9 gram of fat, and 0.7 gram of ash. Then carbohydrate, it comprises almost 4.9 gram, and calcium 180 milligram, then phosphorus 93 milligram, and iron 0.1 milligram. So all these calculations these are calculated per 100 gram of milk. Okay, so if you consider skim milk, it has 36 calories, and as far as water is concerned, skim milk has more water percentage than other milks. It comprises almost 90 5% of water, 90.5% of water. Then if you consider protein, so proteins are weighed up to 3.5 gram, then fats 0.4 gram. So skim milk is specially means it has less fat content. And if you consider ash, then ash it contains 0.8 gram. Then carbohydrate, it has maximum percentage of carbohydrates that up to 5.1 gram. And calcium, as far as calcium is concerned, it is again increase in skim milk, that is up to 123 milligram. And phosphorus, it is 97 milligram, and iron 0.1 gram. So these are the other milk types, just like evaporated milk, condensed milk, skim milk, buttermilk, cheddar, and these are all nutrient profiles for these different types of milk. Okay. Then these are metals and vitamin profile for different types of milk. In that you can see cow milk, it contains 50 milligram of sodium, then 140 milligram of potassium. Then vitamins A, it is almost contains up to 160 milligram. Then vitamin B1 0.04 milligram. Then vitamin B2 it is again 0.17 gram. And nicotinic acid 0.1 gram. Then vitamin C 1 milligram, and niacin 0.1 milligram. So this is a chart that shows different types of milk and their comparative account on different types of vitamin as well as sodium and potassium salts. Okay. So products like condensed and evaporated milk are also easily digestible, which flocculates the protein during heating, thus improving digestibility. So likewise, fermented milk products such as dahi, yogurt, lassi, etc. have high therapeutic values because of microbial population which degrade milk components including protein. So these are some products derived from milk that are known as fermented products. In that you know that dahi, yogurt, lassi, these are fermented products, and these are besides nutrient, it has microbes that are known as probiotic bacteria, and that are essential for our body, and have high therapeutic values because of microbial population. Okay, so they also enhance the digestibility of these products. Okay, so now we will see detailed nutrition's content. Okay, so first we know that milk has fat, carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, and many other things. Okay, so we'll first start with fat. So lipids are one of the most important constituent of milk. Okay, so we know that quality of milk is pretty much depend upon fat content. So higher the fat content and the quality of milk is considered to be the better. So fats are the major and most important component of milk. So lipids are one of the most important constituent of milk. So they have important bearing on economics of milk and milk products, although this picture has changed somewhat due to the importance being ascribed to solid, not fat also. Okay, so as I stated earlier that quality of milk is depend upon fat content. So higher the milk content, better is the quality considered, and much amount is paid for high quality milk, high fat content milk. Okay, so nutritive value of milk fat is due to its high calorie value of 9 kilocalories per gram. Second, it serves as a carrier of fat soluble vitamins, that is ADEK. So besides fat has also fat soluble vitamins that are ADEK, and milk fat also contains significant amount of so called essential fatty acids, that is linoleic and arachidonic acids. Okay, so major role of milk fat in milk and milk product is that it is linked with their flavor. Okay, so majority fats are associated with flavor. So we know that there are some milk and milk products that have specific flavor, and this flavor is nothing but due to fat. So there are no other fats which can replace this role. So the rich and pleasant flavor of milk fat cannot be duplicated. So no artificial means can aid the original milk fat flavor. Okay, so milk fat is a form of milk fat in the form of butter, ghee, ice cream, coffee, and wiping cream has its own flavor, taste, and nutritive value. Okay, so the main function of milk fat is to supply energy. We know that we get maximum energy by burning of fat molecules. So after drinking milk, fat portion, it has it supplies energy in. Okay, so however excessive intake of milk fat often leads to obesity, which leads to deposition of fat in the adipose tissue of body. So there is a trend to consume milk and milk product with low fat. So during starvation of the body, fat is utilized for energy. Okay, so if you take a milk or consume milk in a balanced quantity, then there is no problem. So but if you consume the milk in a high quantity and besides high quantity, if you consume high fat content milk, then it creates problem that it gains weight and the fat get deposited in adipose tissue and it leads to obesity problem. So like essential amino acids of protein, there is a body requirement and need for essential fatty acids which cannot be synthesized, such as, okay. So these are three unsaturated fatty acids, namely linoleic and arachidonic acid. So our body cannot synthesize these three fatty acids, that is linoleic and arachidonic acid, and these are mainly provided by milk that we consume. So nearly 99% of milk fat is present as the triglycerides of fatty acids. So major portion of these triglycerides is lower chain fatty acids. So they are responsible for pleasant aroma, flavor, and taste of milk fat. So among these fatty acids, butyric acid is major saturated fatty acid. Emulsifying properties of milk fat are related to phospholipids, which are present to the extent of 1% of total milk fat. So a discouraging factor of milk fat is the presence of cholesterol in milk fat, which account for 0.40% of total milk fat. So cholesterol, as we know, it is problematic to our heart and it creates a heart problem. So cholesterol is implicated in heart disease called atherosclerosis, and its awareness had lead to lower milk fat consumption. So nowadays trend is that to consume milk which is solid, means very less fat content milk consumption is today's trend due to this cholesterol problem and other obesity problem due to fat content in milk. So however milk fat remains costliest constituent of milk because its additional secondary role imparting flavor to milk and milk products. So milk fat enhances their palatability and acceptability, leading to enhanced consumption of milk as well as milk product. So this is overall scenario of nutrition of milk fat. So fats are first thing, fats are in milk important. They are important source of energy. Besides providing energy, milk fat has a specific role in flavors and aroma. Then next content is milk protein. So milk contain protein in the form of casein and whey proteins. Okay. So the amino acids of these proteins are released during digestion in stomach. So these serve as structural building blocks of another body proteins. We know that in milk there is principal protein present, and that protein is known as casein and whey proteins. So casein is the main protein present in milk, and besides casein there are other proteins. They are categorized as a whey protein. So after ingestion of milk, these protein molecules, they get break down into amino acids in our body, and these amino acids are utilized for raw material for building blocks for another protein in our body. So our body is able to synthesize some amino acids, but others have to be supplied by foods. Okay, so 20 amino acids are required by our body for growth and synthesis of protein. So one of the 20 amino acids, 10 are not synthesized by our body, so they are known as essential amino acids, and they have to be supplied through diet. So milk is a rich source of essential amino acids, which comprises tryptophan, phenylalanine, lysine, threonine, valine, methionine, then leucine, arginine, and histidine. So we know that all proteins in our body, they are made up of amino acids, and in our body we find all proteins, they are made up of 20 essential amino acids. So our body can only synthesize 10 amino acids, and other 10 amino acids we have to supplied by our food. Okay, so milk has all these essential amino acids, and it comprises tryptophan, phenylalanine, lysine, threonine, valine, methionine, leucine, arginine, and histidine. Whey proteins, as far as whey proteins are concerned, they have very high nutritional value for youngsters, adults, and geriatric people, which acts as a tonic for body health maintenance. Okay, so whey proteins have high nutritional value, especially for youngsters, and it is good tonic for our body health maintenance. So whey proteins concentrate are used as a supplement in preparation of high protein foods, low fat foods, low salt foods, low lactose intolerance food, then geriatric food formation for old age persons with low digestibility, then pregnant and lactating nurturing women foods for children, and pediatric also. So there are these are different kinds of foods that are prepared by using whey proteins. Okay, concentrate of whey protein. So whey protein concentrate have been used as a biopreservative and antioxidant. Okay, so another use of whey protein is that they are used as a biopreservative. Preservative means the compounds that are used for preservation of food, as well as some liquid foods, and in this kind whey proteins are used as a biopreservative. Otherwise chemical preservatives are also there, and besides biopreservative, the whey protein are also has good antioxidant property, and they are also used as a functional food due to their high emulsification, gelatin, whipping, etc. These properties. So whey protein concentrate differs somewhat due to processing variables, pre-treatment given to whey during handling and manufacturing. So whey protein concentration, it depends upon some treatment procedures that are followed during pasteurization and other processes that are used in milk processing, as well as this product formation. So biological value of cow's milk is 90, which is an index of nutritive value of milk protein. So biological value of milk protein increases when it is mixed with cereals. So biological value refers to quality of protein or nitrogen protein may have participated in tissue construction, or percentage of nitrogen absorbed it is made use of by the body. So biological value of egg protein is 96. Then if you consider goat meat, it is up to 76%, and raw soybean it is 57%. So milk is considered as a good biological value. So milk protein have high buffering effect on stomach, and is a remedy for excessive stomach acidity. So we know that there is trend that when you feel acidic in your stomach, so cold milk is preferred to neutralize this acidity problem. So milk and milk products are therefore used in a dietary therapy for a person suffering from acidity as well as gastritis, and milk proteins readily blend with other proteins or foods and provide supplementary dietetic foods. So on the negative side of milk proteins have allergic property, which can be avoided by taking other proteins. So there are some peoples who found allergic after drinking milk, and this allergy is due to proteins present in milk. Okay, so there are some proteins that found allergic reactions in some persons. So nutritive value of products like cottage cheese, chana, rasgulla etc. is largely due to its curd and which is easily digestible. So curd is also a component of casein, which is a source of high quality protein. Okay, so curd is nothing but what, coagulated form of casein, and it has high source of energy and it is very nutritious. And other products like cheese, chana, rasgulla are also coagulated form of casein, and casein is nothing but protein. The next component is carbohydrate. We know that lactose is the principal sugar present in milk. Lactose is disaccharide, and it is made up of glucose as well as galactose. So the main carbohydrate of milk is lactose, which is present at a concentration of about 5%. So carbohydrate provides energy at the rate of 4 kilocalories per gram. So if you consume 1 gram of lactose, so from that 1 gram of lactose you will get 4 kilocalories of energy. So lactose plays an important role as a source of energy, and it has other nutritional functions as a sugar enhancing taste of milk and as a sweetener enhancing palatability. So you found that milk is somewhat sweet in taste, so that sweetness of milk is basically due to presence of lactose sugar in milk. So lactose perform several functions in body. So during intake of lactose through milk, it takes longer time for ingestion than the common carbohydrate cane sugar or sucrose. So the increased ingestion time in stomach favors growth of desirable bacteria, namely lactobacillus, and lactobacilli are considered to be the probiotics bacteria, good bacteria for our body, and lactobacillus species preventing undesirable organisms damaging putrefacitive in gastrointestinal tract. So lactobacillus is considered as an probiotic bacteria, and this lactose sugar promotes the growth and development of lactobacillus in gastrointestinal tract. So lactose help absorption of calcium by its chelating action. The action of lactose is through absorption of calcium as a calcium lactate. The lactose intolerance is one of the undesirable property of lactose in some individuals. There are some individuals who cannot digest lactose, and it creates problem of lactose intolerance. So during the ingestion of lactose in a small intestine, it is break down into glucose and galactose by enzyme lactase. Okay, so lactase is the enzyme in our body that breaks down or brings about the breakdown of lactose, and after breaking down the lactose, it is converted into glucose as well as galactose, also called as glucosidase. Okay, so the enzyme may be destroyed during illness or genetic disorders. So this may result into non-breakdown of lactose into its monosaccharide units, that is glucose and galactose, and this defect is known as lactose intolerance. So basically what lactose intolerance is, that there are some people in those who are unable to produce the enzyme glycosidase or lactose, they have facing problem of lactose intolerance. Okay, so these intolerance can be overcome by either avoiding taking milk or consuming hydrolytic milk products such as dahi, yogurt, as well as lassi. The next component is vitamins. So we know that vitamins, they are also known as vital amines, and they are required and they are very essential components of our diet, as well as they are essential for our body also, and they are required in very trace and small amount. So milk has various kinds of vitamins. So milk and its products contain both water soluble as well as fat soluble vitamins, and their role is summarized as follow. So if you consider vitamin A, it is good for retina of our eyes, then it is good for mucous membrane that prevent infection, then it is absence of vitamin A causes night blindness, and it is maintenance of it is essential for maintenance of good health. Then anuurine, thiamine, that is vitamin B1, it is anti beriberi. So if the person having vitamin B1 deficiency, it causes beriberi disease, then polyneuritis, then it is again important in body maintenance. Then riboflavin, that is vitamin B2, It causes oxidation reduction changes in milk. Then nicotinic acid, it is helpful in preventing skin disorders like pellagra diseases. Then pyridoxine, biotin, folic acid, vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. So all these are essential vitamins that they are present in milk, and they play a very important role in our body. So this chart shows distribution of various vitamin content in different types of milk. If you see raw whole milk, then pasteurized milk, then sterilized milk, then dried milk, evaporated milk, condensed milk, and these are different types of vitamins. They are present in different amount in different types of processed milk. Then minerals. So as far as minerals are concerned, milk and milk products are a good source of minerals, especially calcium and phosphorus. So our body requires various minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sulfur, nitrogen, sodium, potassium, and chlorine as a chloride. So there are certain trace elements which too are needed by individual in traces. So these includes iron, copper, zinc, cobalt, and iodine. So milk contain calcium and phosphorus in the ratio of 1:3:1. So required for optimum growth. So this ideal ratio meets the need of growing child and different individuals with varying age group. So besides all macronutrient, so milk also contains minerals, and these minerals especially are rich in calcium as well as phosphorus. So trace elements are required by our body in traces, and they are needed in ppm or in small quantity. So their nutritious role is important for major elements. For example, iron is an integral part of formation of blood protein, hemoglobin, that is needed to prevent anemia. And we know that oxygen carrying capacity in blood is pretty much depend upon hemoglobin, and hemoglobin, for its normal functioning, iron is essential. Likewise, cobalt is required for vitamin B12 molecule, which contains cobalt in its structure. Then hormone thyroxine secreted by thyroid gland is secreted by thyroxine. It is again thiamine, and iodine deficiency leads to enlargement of thyroid gland. So except for iron, milk is good source of trace elements, especially zinc, nickel, molybdenum, which are considered important for nutrition and proper functioning of certain specific enzyme activities. And milk is an excellent source for calcium as well as phosphorus. And we know that calcium is an integral part of bone as well as teeth, and along with phosphorus they are involved in formation of teeth and bones, and they are essential components of nucleic acid structure. So milk meets the entire need of these minerals. So in this way we have we have finished nutritive value of milk. So it seems that milk has all essential nutrients, and these nutrients are so important for our normal growth and development of our body. Thank you.